everybody, I'm John Carey and I'm absolutely delighted to say that I'm coming back to the Alakazam Academy. Back in 2019 and 2020 I was honoured to present 4 Magic of the Masters Academies for Alakazam Magic, and they were so well received by customers all over the world. But the great news is I'm back to present the first of a series called New Magic of the Masters, and I truly can't wait to present it to you. On the evening of the first New Magic of the Masters, I will be presenting 13 classical effects from some of the true masters of our craft. In fact, I'll tell you what, let me show you one now. Game of observation with 5 cards. I've got my favourite cards here, the Ace, 2, 3, 4 and 5 of hearts, yeah? I'm going to ask you some questions. Firstly, what suit? Hearts. Now the next question is a little tougher. What comes after Ace?
2.
That's correct. And you know, of course, that after 2 comes?
3.
But the million-dollar question is, what comes after 4?
5.
Yes, that's right. But watch, if I just a little snap there, you see that now becomes the Ace. This becomes the 2. That becomes the 3. This becomes the 4. That becomes the 5. And that is a beautiful effect I'll be teaching on the night by Gabby. So I'm really looking forward to seeing many of you online on the evening of the New Magic of the Masters, but don't worry about if you can't make it on the night, as the Academy video will be available for you to download.
Hey!
Hello, hello, hello!
Welcome everyone to this week's Alakazam Live, and that Academy is happening next week. I believe it's happening on Thursday, next Thursday, I believe. John Carey right here at the Academy, the first Academy of 2022, and then I don't think we're going to have another one until the new site launches. So that will be sort of what are you drinking? Is that orange or milk?
Milk. It's mango juice.
Right. Very nice.
Like a bit of mango. It's very sweet, but yeah, mango juice. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I've got to build up my energy. Build up my energy. I've got a busy month ahead.
You have got a busy month ahead, and we've got a lot happening, and we will talk about this a bit today because later we're the 1st of Feb. 1st of Feb.
Yeah, it is today.
1st of Feb. So. Yeah. Later on this month, obviously, the very big Blackpool convention is taking place. Now, for the last 15 years or more, 15 plus years, maybe even 20 years now, Alakazam have had a stand at the Blackpool. I think it's over 20 years. We've had a stand at the Blackpool convention, and I've only missed one, which was a few years back. But I will be missing it again. Oh, I know. I'm very sad.
But Alakazam's going to be there.
Alakazam is going to be there, headed up by no other than the legend Wayne Goodman.
What?
So, guys, the Alakazam stand will be there with Wayne Goodman and the guys from Ace Magic Studio. Gary Sumter's going to be there and Steve-O Watson. So pop over and say hello. And I know that we've got some special guests jumping on the stand throughout the weekend as well.
It's going to be a happening stand. We've got lots of magic on there. You could get smiled at by Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve-O will be handing out smiles here, there and everywhere.
We're going to have some guests on the stand as well.
Yeah.
So and we will we'll be announcing when people are coming on. I'll be going onto the Facebook and putting up posts all the time saying make sure you come down at this time because we've got this person coming on. So yeah, it's going to be a very exciting couple of days.
Brilliant.
Sorry, my chair's speaking. Can you hear that?
It is. I can hear it. I can hear it. It's putting me off.
I'm going to try and sit still, but yeah, I do. I apologise. I do like this chair. I prefer flan, but I do prefer this chair. It's it's just a bit. I need to get some more light, don't I? Stop it squeaking.
I'm going to say a few hellos. We've got Walter joining us, Woods Magic, Sean Mann, Kenneth Beaton. Who else have we got here? We've got Sandy joining us, Mark all the way from sunny California. We've got Jeff Schultz. We've got Ian Raymond Walker. Big clap for Ian Raymond Walker, just because he is the legend, Ian Raymond Walker.
With the exception of Ian, almost all those people who you've just named regularly come onto our Discord Zoom chats.
Oh, doesn't Ian come on?
No. I think he thinks he's above all that. You know, he thought, you know what Ian's like.
I know what Ian's like.
Yeah, we've all those guys, Woods Magic, Kenneth. A lot of them are people who come on regularly onto the Discord chat and say hello. So hello, guys.
Yeah, and my good friend Tom Rolfe. I think this is Tom's first Blackpool. He will be there. And I'm very disappointed he can't come and visit AlakazamMagicUK. He's over here in the UK at the moment. And he can't come over. He hasn't got time to come and visit us, but he's coming back in the summer, I think he said. So hopefully he'll come and visit, or I'll meet him at the Magic Circle for a bit of magic.
Tom, make sure you come by the stand and have a picture with the banner and come and say hello. So we're going to be encouraging people to, if you come to the stand, make sure we've got a new banner for the stand. So make sure you come by and take a selfie with the picture and then upload it to the Alakazam page on Facebook and the Discord and show everyone where we are.
Yeah, I will say, little disappointed at the moment because
you're not going to be there with me.
No, because all I can see here on the chat are positive comments about, yay, Wayne, yay, Ace Magic, yay, Steve-O, yeah. No one's going, oh, that's a shame, Peter. Shame you can't be there. No one cares.
They do care, of course they care.
No one cares.
Here come the messages.
I don't want them all from you, Wayne.
Hold on, it's not for me.
Tom said he will surely pop over. So I'm going to show you a trick in a moment. It's a sort of idea to use with Gossip, because when I perform Gossip, obviously Gossip is part of the wallet series. It's an idea to carry around, but it can play a bit bigger if you're doing like a parlory sit down, or even if you're doing table hopping and you want to get a deck of cards involved in it. And I believe, I can't even remember what I put on the instructional video, but I've got two different routines that I do with different decks. One of them I can't do over the airways, but the other one I can, which I'll show you now. So for anyone that hasn't got Gossip, you might find this interesting. And for everyone that has got Gossip, if I didn't explain it, you might find this interesting. So basically everyone might find it interesting, or they may not. So I'll leave that down to them. We've got the amazing David Jonathan joining us. David Jonathan, the winner of our Academy of the Year 2021, is joining us. And we have got a killer effect coming out with David Jonathan later on this year. It's something that we purchased the rights of. He can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was the year before last. So we've had it for quite a while, and we should be getting the prototypes of the finished thing in about a month. So exciting times. That will be hitting later on this year.
You showed me the video for it, and I'm just so excited for it. There's two tricks that you showed me, and both I think are contenders for Trick of the Year, because they're real magic. They're mind blowing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things that the spectators are going to go away and say, that's just too impossible. I love it. I really love it.
Yeah.
But David's a very clever guy. He's a very, very clever guy.
He's a great creator. Him and Nicholas Mavresis, and when they team up, it's just awesome.
I was going to say they are the dream team.
Yeah.
Is David going to be at Blackpool, do you know?
I don't think David's going to Blackpool, but Nicholas is obviously going to be there because he's lecturing, and he will be jumping on the stand.
He will be. Last time I spoke to him, I think he's staying in my hotel as well.
Ah, that will be good.
Big spoon, little spoon.
And you're going to be doing a few interviews as well.
Yeah, so in the evening when I'm not on the stand, I'm going to be lining up a few people. Well, even when we're on the stand, we're going to have the camera there. We're going to do some bits and bobs, just asking people about their Blackpool experience when they come up to the stand and stuff. So if you do come up to the stand and we have got the camera out, come over and say hello. We're going to grab 5 seconds here, 10 seconds there, as well as some interviews in the evenings as well. Just creating a bit of for the people who can't be there for whatever reason, you know, so they can get the feel of what they're missing out on, but also keep them up to date with what's going on up there as well.
Yeah, so make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook page. I presume if you're watching this, you are, because Wayne will be putting posts up as well. There was another thing I was going to mention, something that just came up here. Woods Magic said, we're actually happy that we can still get our Alakazam orders during Blackpool. Yes, you can. Obviously, we're going to be here, and we always are. We've always got a presence in the shop, even when we're in Blackpool. So we don't shut. We do send orders out and everything else. But this year, there's a couple of reasons, obviously, why we're not going. One of them was obviously COVID. We weren't sort of really too sure, and we were umming and ahhing. But then we did decide to go, and then we found out that the website was delayed by a month. And it's all going to be happening around about that time is when we've got to start inputting all the stock, start trying to upload all the academies into everyone's accounts and this, that and the other. So it's just going to be a hugely busy time for us. And seeing as Wayne was there, we thought, well, there's no one better. I mean, there was people better, but they're not going.
I thought you were going to say, because of COVID and you weren't sure about the safety, so you thought, well, we'll just send Wayne up there.
Yeah, just get Wayne up there. He don't care.
I'll be there.
No, because we made the decision a long time ago not to go because of COVID. And then when it all started to ease up, we went, oh no, we will go. And I know every day I was speaking to you, I was going, yeah, no, we are going. And the next day it's like, yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah, we're not going.
Yeah, we're not. And then the website thing just tipped it over because we've got to be here inputting stuff, and because we don't want to delay it any more than it's already delayed. And I really want the website up before the next product launch, because we launched a product last Thursday. I'm going to drop the trailer in a moment. And once again, the site crashed.
Yep.
Always seems to happen with Craig Petty products. But I'll tell you what, I am going to drop the trailer for Playlist now. If you haven't seen it, it's phenomenal. I'm going to drop the trailer now. Gary Sumter said, don't worry, Pete, we've got this. I haven't got one shadow of a doubt that you guys are going to smash it and do the Alakazam brand and team proud. So anyway, I'll be back with Wayne in a moment. But for now, let's hit the trailer to Playlist. Do you want to push the button, Wayne?
I'm pushing it.
Hey guys, my name's Craig Petty and this is Playlist. But frankly, I think it's a bit of a coincidence that these two cards right there on the top match. Now that might be a fluke, except for the fact that the second two cards match as well. Let's have a look at the third cards. They match as well. In fact, I think this is less of a coincidence and more of a miracle. Now, Playlist is a collection of custom printed gimmicked cards that allow you to have a mentalism and magic act in your wallet that you can do anytime, anywhere. Now, that's a QR code. The QR code links up to a URL. Have you got a phone?
I have, yeah.
Can you unlock it for me?
Yep.
There we go. And I'm just going to access your camera. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. I've got your Instagram then. That's not good. There it is, camera. Okay?
Yep.
All I'm going to do is scan the QR code. There you go. It's coming up. Okay, and here's the thing. It's loading. It's loading. Ah! It's loading. Is the sound up? We're going to put the sound up on this. And that QR code went straight through to Thriller and the song that you're thinking of.
Great. Lovely.
This takes the whole concept of the wallet series to the next level. What you have here are custom printed song download cards. Now these are designed to look like the cards that you find in service stations and cafes around the whole of the world. And the whole idea is that you bring these cards out and then you can do anything up to a 20-minute act with nothing more than these cards in your wallet. Anytime you want to, just say stop.
Stop.
There. Do you want that one there?
Yeah.
You happy with that one?
Yeah.
You don't want to change your mind?
No.
Because you could have gone on and had that one or that one or that one or that one or that one, but that's the one that you want, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Uptown Funk. You happy with that one?
Yeah.
Good. So I'm going to lay the cards out here. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what you're about to see here is the big finish, and this is not mind reading. This is magic. And I want you to understand something right now, guys. This is not just a single trick, one-trick pony, where you do the trick, you put it away, and that's it. What you have here is a project of different routines that you can structure together into an act. You could go into a gig, whether it be a close-up gig or a parlor gig or even a stage gig, and take these cards which go in your regular everyday wallet, and you could do a 20-minute act that will absolutely blow your audiences away. And you're going to absolutely love this. Now, if I took this Uptown Funk, because you picked Uptown Funk, didn't you? Yeah. If I took Uptown Funk and rubbed it against this card and said, look, it's Uptown Funk, that wouldn't be very impressive, because you know there's 2 Uptown Funks. But if I took Britney and I just snapped my fingers and waited a second, and then I got that into Uptown, I mean, that would now be a little bit more impressive, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can do it again. Watch. If I just take this one and turn that one into Uptown Funk, I mean, that's just getting a little bit crazy right now. Let's take this one. So we've got single ladies. Watch. All I have to do is snap for a second. I said earlier on that Uptown Funk was my favorite song. So it's a really good job that you actually picked Uptown Funk, because that's my favorite song. And if I just take these cards and one at a time, I snap, I can make each and every one of these turn into Uptown Funk, which is crazy because that was your choice. And now I'm in a situation where I can snap one last time and just do this, and every single one of these cards all the way through was changed into Uptown Funk, and that right there is the big finish. Thank you.
That's so good.
Now you can have an entire act in your wallet that you can do anytime, anywhere, that's good enough for you to do in the highest profile gig and easy enough for you to do anytime, anywhere. I'm super excited to be working with AlakazamMagicUK to bring this to you, and I know you're absolutely going to love it. My name's Craig Petty, and this is Playlist.
Yeah, Playlist. Very good. There was a comment coming, actually, from Danny Marsh, which said, Peter, Craig discussed on his channel about why he is distributing with different producers. He also talked about why he chose each company and talked about how his releases with you feel like Alakazam tricks. I believe Alakazam has a real personality and you can feel an Alakazam trick. So the question is, why did you choose the style of magic associated with Alakazam? Interesting question. So if I tell you the story, I'm going to do it very, very quickly. When I started Alakazam 30 years ago, I didn't really know that much about creating magic. But about a year later, I created my first effect, which I self-published. Second effect, self-published. Third effect was released by JB Magic, Mark Mason. I wasn't really releasing anything big. And I think from the early days, Alakazam were very well known for mentalism. If you wanted mentalism, you went to Alakazam. There weren't many shops about on the internet and things like that. And my love had moved more into mentalism anyway. So this was just 2 or 3 years before Darren's special hit and everyone started getting into it. I was into it. I knew Andy Nyman. I had seen Darren perform in competitions. I knew Mark Spellman. So I was sort of very big into that way of thinking. I created the Mind Spy, which pushed it on as well. And a lot of my creations went down the mentalism route. And from then, I think the tricks that I took on were tricks that excited me, or tricks that I thought I could add something to, whether it be structure or routine in. And it was things that sort of excited me and that I liked. And I do like more of a performance piece trick. I was never into these quick visual things. But as time has gone on and Harry's joined the company, obviously I'm seeing a different side, and Harry is sort of saying, no, you know, you've got to look at this and what can we do with this. So I think you're going to find now that what we're releasing is going to diversify a bit as well, because I'm talking to Wayne about bringing out a kids range later on this year. We've brought out the Amazing Magic range, which is something I've wanted to do for the last 8 or 9 years. So there's going to be a lot of things happening. So you'll see the range starting to diversify. But the one thing that I'll always guarantee is everything we release will be workable. It's always good, solid, workable routines. And I totally understand, I've said it a million times, I totally understand not every trick is for everyone, and some people might watch an Alakazam trick the same way they'll watch someone else's and go, it's not for me. That's fair enough. But those of you that watch it and go, I like the look of that, are going to be impressed with what you get, because it's going to be able to do what you see on the trailer. So I hope that sums it up. And then Gary put, this is why Ace and Alakazam work so well together, I think. Complementary ideas and yet different. Yeah, 100%. And that was one of the reasons why I had such an interest in getting the Ace boys on to join Alakazam, was the fact that they were creating effects that I weren't even thinking of. You know, they've got once again, they seem to have, I think every magic company has got its little personality with what it releases. And Aces does complement ours perfectly, so that's great. So shall I? Oh, Rich Radish says, hope Andy has shown you my idea, Pete. He's talked about it loads, Rich. He hasn't shown me yet because I only pop in on a Tuesday, and then I'm in here doing the live, and then I'm back at home editing and stuff like that, and working on a new site. So he is going to be showing it to me. He loves it, by the way. He absolutely loves it. So shall I pop over and show you this quick effect?
Yes, while you're going over there, I will hold up and show the gossip page.
Okay, well, I need to leave this. No, I don't. I need to switch to this camera.
That one. There we go. So this is what you get. Well, this is part of what you get with gossip, obviously. And it's a page from a magazine with lots of lists on it. And hopefully Peter is going to show us something that's going to blow your mind.
Well, do you know what?
The
thing is with gossip, it was designed to be self-contained. So it's designed to fit in your wallet, and you've got a trick that you can perform anytime, anywhere. And like usual, when we get hold of tricks here at Alakazam, we play with them and we come up with other ideas. And, you know, my performing style and what I like to do will differ from other people's. So I put my ideas in and I come up with the routines I'd like to do. And at the time when Gossip come out, I was doing a lot of sort of online-y type of performances. Now this is going to work great here because you've got a sheet in front of you. Obviously, when I was doing online, I had a photo of the sheet that I could bring up on screen and stuff like that. So over here, I'll show you this. Over here, I've got a prediction, which we are going to place. I'm going to leave it in full view. I've also got a deck of cards. It's a normal deck of cards in every way apart from one, and that is on the back of each card, I've written the name of a celebrity. I've got 2 jokers down there, we don't need those. But I've written the name of a celebrity, so we've got Daniel Radcliffe, 6 of Spades, Jack Black, we've got 2 of Diamonds, Rachel Nichols or Nicole, 9 of Spades, and so on all the way through the deck. You can see that all the cards are different, and they are genuinely different. Now, I created this as a sort of memory test, and to tell the truth, I'm terrible at it. I can't remember what card relates to what person. But what I can do is I can use this to predict a very special outcome. Okay. So in front of you, you've got a sheet which is torn from a gossip mag, and it's the top 10, top 10. So
yes,
do me a favour, before we go any further, can you think of, obviously I would do this on 2 people, you can do it on 1 person, but I'll do it on 2. But we're going to use just you for this, Wayne, obviously, seeing as you're the only one there. So I want you to think of 2 numbers from 1 to 10, they can include 1 and 10, but make 1 odd, 1 even.
Okay, yep, got one.
Yep.
Well, I've got both, yeah.
You've got both. Okay, just name one of the numbers for me.
5. I'm going to go with 5.
Okay, so have a look. Go down to list number 5 on your. They should all be numbered as well, and just have a check. That is different to list number 4.
Yep.
And it's different than list number 6.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you're on list number 5 now, and now you're thinking of a secondary number. Once again, a number that I couldn't know. Okay, so there will be a celebrity by your number. What's that celebrity?
Yep, okay, yep. Do you want me to say who it is?
Yeah, say who it is. It doesn't matter because hopefully their name's going to be in this pack. I will tell you before we start, before you tell me the name, there are only 52 cards. I think there are about 80 names on that because some of them repeat in different lists. So if your celebrity is not in here, I'll just get you to think of any celebrity you want, someone from in here. Okay. But if your celebrity is in here, we'll use that. So what was the celebrity you were thinking of?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Okay. I've got a feeling he is in here. I'm sure I've come across him before. But we've got Daniel Radcliffe, Jack Black. So we'll go through. You can see that all the names are different. I'll do it very, very slowly for you. Will Smith. So Will Smith's on the 2 of Hearts. Kate Winslet, we got Katy Perry, Emma Roberts, Emma Watson, Channing Tatum, Tom Cruise we want, right?
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston, Helen Hunt, Ryan Gosling, Tom Cruise.
There he is.
There he is. So you could have had Chris Evans, could have had Billie Eilish, could have had Megan Fox. Who wouldn't like Megan Fox?
Fox.
Yeah, Keira Knightley, Zac Efron. I mean, you could have had absolutely anyone. But you freely chose Tom Cruise. Now, bearing in mind, you could have had any one of these playing cards. Absolutely any one of these playing cards. Now, Tom Cruise happens to be on the 7 of spades.
Okay.
The only celebrity on the 7 of spades is Tom Cruise. Now, the only way I could prove to you, I knew you would pick Tom Cruise before you even picked it, before you even thought of the numbers, before you even had that sheet in your hand. The only way I could prove I knew you were going to pick Tom Cruise, if I knew the card you would end up with would be the 7 of spades.
Boom, look at that. That's lovely. That's really, really cool. That's awesome.
And the nice thing about this is, you know, they can shuffle the deck before you start and everything else. So I'm going to head over to the other table, but that's one of my additional versions to Gossip. I think if you own Gossip, you'll know what's going on here. But I love it as a presentation. I like it because if you are performing with people about it, it adds a bit more to the routine. And then you could still go on to the baby gag as your final kicker.
Is that on DVD, Pete?
I haven't got a clue. I can't remember whether I filmed it or not. I think I may have done. But if not, if anyone's got Gossip and they're interested, I could do a tip sheet on it.
I was literally just about to say a tip sheet for that would be amazing.
Yeah, and usually if I was performing that, and I have done with friends and people around the table, I will finish with the baby gag as the end. But I don't think you need to, really, because I put that line in, which I think makes sense. The only way I could prove I knew you were going to pick Tom Cruise is if I knew you would end up with a 7 of spades. Now that tells them 2 things. You know, Tom Cruise is the only one on the 7 of spades, so it has to be Tom Cruise. But to finish it off, if you bring out the baby gag as well, then you've got that lovely double prediction, you know?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to head up to the top table. It's a long walk.
Well, what you're doing now, I'm very quickly going to say, we did mention a minute ago about the Amazing Magic range, and if you saw Harry's video from earlier on today, he was packing up for Holly, had ordered a whole set of them. Now, I know a number of people, or I know of a number of people who have bought the Amazing Magic range, a complete set of them, because I see a lot of photos on social media, etc. If you're looking for a trick, you're a beginner or somebody you know who's a beginner, child or adult, this is a brilliant set. As you can see here, they are beautifully packaged. They make a great addition. I've got them on display in my other room. They're so lovely. They're great. The tricks are really, really good. They're really easy to learn. So check them out. They are on the website now, and coming very soon after Blackpool. I believe there is some additional bits coming.
6
new tricks.
Do you know what I find really great is I know a lot of pro magicians that have bought the range to have in their den because the packaging is so nice, and they look, and once again, all credit to Harry and Adi. Harry come up with the idea. He wanted them all looking retro and everything else, and they really do, don't they? They look lovely. Yeah, they look so cool.
They've all got similar designs on the back. A brief bit about ALAKAZAM and about the range, and then a description of the trick. They look beautiful. I've got them, like I say, on display in the other room, and they look brilliant. Yeah.
Right. So
there's one trick in the new range. The new range come out. There's one trick that we filmed last week that I'm going to be using in my pro show. With a little bottle. Actually, both of them from last week, to be honest with you, because they're both so clean and visual. They're great. They're great little additions to any kind of close-up performance. So yes.
Well, people that have been members of the Alakazam family for a while will know 2 of the tricks. Well, you'll know all of the tricks coming out because they're all classics. But one of the tricks that we're reintroducing and bringing into the Amazing Magic range is the TK Bolt, which we've been out of stock of for a long time, but it's such a great effect. As soon as we got them in, they sold out. The other thing is the magic lamp, but with a difference. The original magic lamp we had was 20 pence size. The new one that's coming out in the Amazing Magic range is 10 pence or American quarter or Euro 20 cent or 50 cent. I think it will fit.
Yes, which one of the Euro coins will fit in there?
Yeah.
The smaller ones.
So it's even though the teapot or the magic lamp looks the same size, it's obviously slightly bigger, but it don't really feel that much bigger. It will hold a bigger coin, which I know a lot of the magic lamps went out to our American customers who are mostly doing them with 5 cents or pennies or something, very small coins. Now they can up it to quarters, and it just looks phenomenal. So that's going to be in the new range, which I believe is launching when the new site launched, the extra 6 products. So really excited. Had a lot of people asking for a tip sheet on that routine. So I'll get that done, or I might film a little video for it and just stick it up as a little bonus to everyone that owns Gossip. But yeah, that's one of 2 variations. The other variation I have is the spectator cuts the deck anywhere they want and looks at the card, just like that, puts it back. Now you do the process where they think of a celebrity. Now they deal down, they find that celebrity card, and when you turn it over, it's the card they cut to.
Nice.
Which is, once again, really nice. But this one's so clean, so easy. And like I said, if you bring out the baby gag at the end, it's just like that big final wallop.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, there's a few new effects coming today, Wayne, that you don't even know about.
What?
Yes. So I'm just going to say we have just got more stock in of the moment. This is the third time we've had it in stock, and it always sells out in about 24 hours. So if you've been waiting for one, grab one now. And also grab yourself the tip sheet, because I wrote a tip sheet. My first tip sheet was on the moment. So you can grab that free of charge as well.
Now, if they get a tip sheet, because it's free, they can't access it unless they know the password, which is the same password as you'll need for the instructions.
Yes.
So only people who have purchased the trick use the same password to access the tip sheet, and then you'll learn. And I'm going to say your change, for me, it makes a lot more sense. I actually use your version.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I have it set up. It's a 2-second thing to do. To make the change, and for me it makes it a lot more logical and a lot more pocket economy in my pocket.
Yeah, I put my whys in the tip sheet, why I personally like to do it that way, and one of the major things is you don't have to think about setting up beforehand.
No,
it's now completely self-contained.
And when you finish, you haven't got to worry about which one goes in which pocket. You know, I actually keep them in a little. They're in their individual sleeves, but in a bigger wallet that's dedicated to it. So that just goes in my pocket. In one pocket, it comes out of one pocket. I take them out, put them down. I can do it at the end. They go back in and back into the same pocket again.
Yeah,
it's a lot simpler.
Yeah. So that's great. A few people are saying, yeah, video will be great, so I will do a video and maybe a tip sheet on it. Now, one of the effects we've just had come in is something called Coinception.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Do you want to see it?
Oh, Coinception.
Coinception.
Okay.
Shall we drop the trailer?
Let's have a look. This sounds interesting. I think I can see where they're going with it, but I like the look of this. Let's have a look.
Okay, do you want to push the button?
Here it comes.
Let's put this last piece on here, and you give it a little squeeze, and there you go. That's how you. Just a little bit of time.
That's not weird. What is going on? What is the movie? This is a movie.
Conception. Coinception is a first of its kind coin gimmick. Never has the world of coin gimmicks seen something quite like this. The effect is a slow motion appearance of a coin at the fingertips. The performer explains how a magician magically produces a coin and then proceeds to demonstrate this in slow motion, producing a coin one piece at a time until it's fully formed, then immediately given to the spectator. This unique gimmick can also be used for a convincing bite-out coin effect, where the coin can be handed out immediately after the restore without any apparent switch. Coinception is easy to perform, and whenever you have this gimmick on you, you can perform anytime, anywhere, extremely close up.
My father did this when I was a kid, where he would sort of reach behind my ear and produce a coin.
The coin behind the ear.
Yeah, you've seen this thing, right? So I'll show you how it's done in slow motion. What you do is you need to find the right atoms. You just do here, and then you can just form the coin up like this. See, a little bit at a time, and there's a little bit here that we just add on there like this, right? Oh no! And make a little bit at a time, and the other piece, we've got another piece here. And watch really closely. We'll just put this on here, and we just give it a little squeeze, and you can check it out now. It's a 10p piece, that's what we have in.
I'm Roddy McGee, and this is Coinception.
That
Nice.
looks great.
It looks really good.
Really,
So we've got some of those in.
It reminds me of the old tournament store where you put it back corner by corner.
Yeah.
But doing it with a coin, that's great. Roddy's really clever. I've always liked Roddy.
Yeah,
he's a really clever guy.
Well, the other one we got in is from Roddy as well, so I'll play that in a minute. But I will say, Walter McGurn put up, unfortunately, I bought my moment from Vanishing Ink. Well, fortunately, you can still get hold of the tip sheet, because the tip sheet is for all owners of the moment, whether you purchased it from us or from Vanishing Ink. It's just something we like to do here at AlakazamM, and that is give a little extra. So
Yes.
all you need to do, I don't know, where can they get it? It's on the AlakazamM. If you pop to the AlakazamM Facebook page and scroll down, I think we posted it on there. But
What we can do is one of us can repost it again shortly.
yeah,
We can
okay,
post
we'll
it up again.
post it. We'll post it up on the Facebook group. But like Wayne said, if you don't own the moment, it's going to be no use to you because you need the password within this to access the PDF. All right.
Unlike
So,
if it was an AlakazamM only trick, then you know you control the password. But this is through every dealer that it's sold through, it comes with a generic password that's for no matter where you bought it for, just for that trick. So
yeah.
that's the password you want. It comes on a little card inside, and you can access it there and then.
Yeah. Phil Austin said you could also use the celebrity deck to enhance your effects with Craig Petty's celebrity sheet. That is the version that I've put on the video, and that's why I was just explaining where they can cut it. So that is using the celebrity deck. The version that I just showed you there doesn't use any short and long stripper
Is
or
that the
anything else.
celebrity deck?
No, the celebrity deck is, you know, the one I told you where you cut the deck.
Oh yes.
That's a celebrity deck. Celebrity deck is an effect that's owned by AlakazamM as well, and it's a great commercial effect, and I think that will most probably be seeing the light of day again, maybe next year or something. But it was a great deck for workers. I used to do it all the time because what you would do is you would get someone cut the deck and look at a card. First of all, you cut the cards face up onto the table in various piles. You show they're all different. Stack them up again. They cut the deck anywhere. Have a look at the face of the card. You show that the back of every card has got a celebrity's name on it. So you start going through the deck and you're showing all the names and everything else. And then you hit one and it's got Peter Nardi, Master Magician, and my phone number. And you say, that's weird. Well, I suppose I am a bit of a celebrity, but wouldn't this be strange if the one card you're thinking of is the card with my details on the back? Boom, give it to them. That's your business card out. A great little effect. And I just used to make up a load of cards with my name and number on the back, just write it on the back, and I could just reload and away I went. It's great,
Nice.
great
That's really
effect.
nice.
Right, so
I can't see messages. My Facebook is frozen. So
Oh.
hold on. Hold on. I might be back on. I'm just refreshing it on. It's on my. Yes, here we go. But I can't see messages. So if anyone leaves a message to me, I can't see it on there. So if I've missed anybody off, I do apologise.
someone said, what was that pack, Wayne?
So I don't know what this was from, but it's just a deck of. It says Hollywood Walk of Fame on the back. And
Hang on. Was that from Danny Marsh?
no idea. I've just.
Oh,
I think
no.
it came with-
That's not the one with Marilyn Monroe and Charlie Chaplin.
It's got Marilyn Monroe in here. and I
Is
think
Charlie
there's
Chaplin?
Hold on. What I do remember about this deck is it came with a bunch of Houdini. Hold on. Marilyn Monroe, Bruce Lee. No, there's no Charlie Chaplin. But it did come with about 20 cards that were all Brad Pitt. So I guessed it was for, you can show them all different, and then there's a stack
Just do a false.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know where they went. But I used them on the live for doing a couple of different things when I was doing the live shows on Facebook. But they got really good, nice pictures. I've actually got a couple of ideas. I might make up a celebrity deck like this because I've got a couple of ideas that I want to try out.
Yeah.
But there's, yeah. But you can't use this for gossip because you've got Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, and Tom Cruise, but there isn't the other two on there. So it's not suitable for that trick.
Right.
You don't need that anyway because you've got, yeah. That's perfectly suitable.
We have got one. We've got a Hollywood deck by Danny Marsh as well, which is on the list of stuff that's going to be seeing the light of day.
Cool.
Not sure when because we got a huge long list, but things are pushing their way through. pushing their way through. So we've also got, from Roddy McGee, we have got Puzzled.
Now, I have actually seen this one before. It's also, I mean, like I say, I love Roddy. This is equally as good. I hadn't seen the Coinception,
Right.
but I would say knowing what this is, it's equally as good. And yeah, a brilliant idea, like all of his ideas are. Very clever young man.
He is a very clever young man. Shall we put it on?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll let you press the button this time.
Okay.
But I don't want to press the wrong. I don't want to press the wrong one. You know.
I knew the order today.
Did ya?
I know. How freaky is that? Right, okay, here we go with Puzzled.
Then what happens is the card starts to sort of fuse together. Come on, check it out.
A playing card puzzle instantly fuses together to create an impossible piece of magical art. This is Puzzle. You present an innocent-looking puzzle to your friends, and you quickly solve it. Then, you remove a piece and rearrange the others. But strangely, the puzzle remains the same size even with a piece missing. Then, something crazy happens. When you lay the missing piece on top of the puzzle, all of the mismatched pieces instantly fuse in place. What remains is a piece of impossible card art that can be examined and given away.
I know, well, I'm feeling to see if it's all together. It's all together. It's
all there.
Cards, one card.
Puzzled is a unique and powerful piece of card magic that you are going to love performing.
I'm very confused, James.
The secret lies in the special props that you will receive. And that's what I love about Puzzled. It's completely contained inside this envelope. That means I don't need any special gimmicks inside my deck before the trick starts, and I'm completely clean after. You'll also get an instructional video featuring Roddy McGee, loaded with live performances and in-depth teaching. This is Puzzled by Roddy McGee.
Looks great, doesn't it?
It does look really, really good. Do you know how? I want to see how many do you get like extras in there to give away, or do you have to put some stuff?
I haven't looked at it yet, but I don't think the extras are in here because we received some decks with cards in them. But Andy was just checking out because I had the parcel had just turned up. I ripped it open, grabbed one of these in a moment and run out. But we haven't collated whether it's one deck per trick or 10 cards per trick or whatever. So I'm not sure, but they will be up on our website.
They are now.
Oh, they are now. Okay, Andy was putting them up. Also, we have got a great little item going up for pre-sale tonight. By Preston Nyman, Andy Nyman's son, or Spooky Nyman as he likes to be known. It's a new three-phased ESP effect. And the trailer looks great. Preston's a great little magician and a great creator. And this is his sort of second or third release. And it's a lovely three-phased ESP with interesting looking ESP cards.
Nice.
So that's coming out as well. That should be on the site hopefully later on today. So
he's a very clever lad, isn't he, Preston?
Yeah, really clever, and just a really nice guy as well.
I saw him at Blackpool once, and he was only young then, and we were talking. I was talking to him and his dad, and we were at the Alakazam stand, and he happened to mention that he used to be the voice of Ben in Ben and Holly.
Yeah. And
a little while later, I saw him again, and I was on the phone to Charlie. Charlie would have only been about 4 or 5, and he went on the phone and he said, I'm here with Ben from Ben and Holly," and Charlie was like, "No way," and I was like, yeah. And then he came on the phone and did the Ben voice for her, and I could hear her. She was almost crying down the telephone. So it was like, "Daddy's talking to Ben from Ben and Holly," which was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he's a great little actor, great actor. So I say little, he's like 20 odd now, I think.
Yeah, it's okay. I still think of him like about being 12, 14 years old. But
Yeah.
I saw a video recently, and I'm like, oh my god! But then you forget that there's been a few years since you see these people.
Yeah.
He's grown up.
Indeed. So what else? What else has been going on? Oh, explain to everyone about the Zoom.
So the Zoom, yes. So if you're on the Discord, now we've got a lot of people on Discord who are from all over the world. So we get a lot of people regularly from China, from America, from you name a country, Somalia. They're on the Discord, and they're coming on, and they're talking. So we do the Zoom now because I've been speaking to a couple of people who are on other Discord servers, and apparently the lagging issue is across the board. So we took the decision that I host every night pretty much a online Zoom chat with a few people. And we talk magic, and sometimes we don't even talk at all. We're just there. It's a nice little community. It's like hang out with your mates. You don't have to talk to people. If you want to come on and just watch, you can. We've got people who are very active and want to show tricks all the time and get involved, and that's great as well. We've got a couple of younger and older guys who are taking advice and showing us tricks. We've got people, a couple of guys in there have just bought, I know Clifford, I'm sure you won't mind me saying this, has just bought Heirloom, and a few of us own Heirloom, and so we're giving them advice and hints and tips and stuff. So it's a real community feel on there, and we all jump on a Zoom. So what I've done is, on the Discord, I've added a new page called Zoom Codes. And on there, and it's not just for the admins or for me to do, it's for anybody. If you're at home and you want to open up a Zoom video chat and invite people to come and, come and have a chat with you and make it your own little group if you want to, or you want to come onto the Zoom that I put up where we have a few people on there, then you are more than welcome to do that. And there's no questions to get in. If you click on it, you'll come straight in. And you'll be there, and you can see everybody else who's there and chat to them. Now we've got a little regular group on there who's on there all the time, but just recently we've started having other people from other countries as well. We normally get a couple of guys from Australia and a couple of guys from America log on, but we've also had 2 guys the other night from Peru, which was really interesting. Now, one of them didn't speak any English, but his friend does speak English and I speak Spanish, so we were kind of translating and doing all that business. But they came on and they were showing us some, how do I put this? You might know this yourself, different magicians from different parts of the world, there seems to be a different mindset and approach to magic.
Yeah.
So these guys in Peru, for instance, they're very much of the... so one of the guys came on, did a multiplying billiard ball routine and some ball manipulations. And it was very classical and very skilled and very choreographed, and it looked great. But then his friend, Johnny, he did some card stuff, and it was very much like David Williamson style, a bit wacky off the ball. And it was just interesting to see these very diverse shifts in how you normally see people doing tricks and how these people do it. And one of the younger guys who's on the Zoom commented to me privately afterwards that it was really interesting to see the ball manipulations, to see the amount of time and practice goes into making that actions happen and making it all flow together smoothly. So it's a really good little community where we all go and chat. There's no pressure. There's no, this person's better than this person, etc. Everybody's on the same level. Everybody's the same in there and treated the same. And all we ask, and which we haven't had any issues with yet, is that people just respect everybody else and play nice.
Yeah, it's
which
great.
We haven't
and
had
I know.
any issues.
Yeah, and I know Friday you had a bring a trick along night.
Yeah, that was good. We had I think we had about 15 to 20 people on at one point, and some people came on just to watch and didn't want to perform, which is absolutely fine. And then other people brought 2 or 3 tricks. And then we've got regulars on there like Leon Hussein, who lives in Holland. He works for Dynamite Magic in Holland.
Yeah.
And he came on, and he's always performing. He's got the best cups and balls routine I've ever seen. His cups and balls routine is out of this world.
Leon's a genius.
He is. He looks at tricks differently to the rest of us.
Yeah.
His cups and balls, one of the big differences is he doesn't have 3 red balls. He has a red, a yellow, and a green. And then I've seen, working with Rodney in Spain, people coming to audition, I've seen thousands of cups and balls routines because it's one of the tricks that people like to do in an audition to show off their skills, whatever. I've seen the cups and balls in competitions at magic clubs where I've been a member or I've been asked to judge, etc. I've seen cups and balls on the streets. I've seen it 1,000 times. And I've got to say, Leon's is the best. I've watched it. I've watched Leon do it hundreds of times. And every time he does it, I want to watch it again. It's the
but
best version.
Everything he does is great. His coin box routine is phenomenal. His sleight of hand is incredible. The fact that he's got hands that could palm my head. He
can palm. He did it the other night. 5 decks of cards. So there's 1 deck of cards, right? So I could probably, if I needed to, on stage, etc., or I do palm a deck of cards actually, not in a box, but in my close-up show every night I palm a deck of cards. But I'm always very conscious of it. He can hold 5 decks. Look at that. That's 1. I know I've got little tiny hands, right? But 5 decks in and when he holds a normal deck, it looks like a miniature deck.
Yeah.
He's like Kong. No, he's a great guy. He's a really lovely guy. All the guys who are regulars on there are great guys. We've got some really nice people. Andy Chase, Scott Payton, the creators on there. We've got Luke Jonas, who's another creator and author, as well as, I could name off 20 people who are regulars on there who they might not be names you know or have heard of, but they've got experience, they've got good ideas. And like I say, we don't want idiots on there. So the people who come on are genuine people. They're really nice people. Yeah. And if you ask a question, you're going to get a really serious answer. You're not going to get people taking the mickey out of you because you can't do the rubber pencil. We'll go through it with you and show you. We all know what it's like to start a spot and not be able to do something. And it's a very, very supportive and warm community. So yeah, it's really lovely to be part of that. And like I say, we post the codes up on the Discord every single night, or every night that we're hosting it. We post the code up, and then you can just click on it, come in. Even if you stay for half an hour, 10 minutes, whatever you want, come in, say hello. Be lovely to see you.
That's brilliant. I mean, it's great what you're doing on Discord. I don't get on there as much as I'd like to, but yeah, your hosting of it is fantastic. Tom Rolfe is heading out to see Magic Goes Wrong. Brilliant show. I saw it a couple of years ago for my birthday, I think.
Nice.
I think it was for my birthday, but it was certainly a couple of years ago. Yeah, it was a great show. Really, really good. Fun. You'll enjoy that, Tom. Right, so that's bringing us to the end of today's live.
What?
I know.
Dead.
It's happened so fast, but I want to say before we go, remember, we have got an academy next week. The amazing John Carey is coming back to the academy, so go book your tickets. They're still at the early bird price of only $19.99. And then after the event,
a bargain.
It really is a bargain. Usually 24 hours after the event, you will have the link so you can download it and keep it, or it will be in your Alakazam account for you to enjoy whenever you like. What have you got planned for the rest of the week, Wayne, apart from speaking to me?
Which is the highlight of my day. So I'm getting ready for Blackpool. I've got a couple of meetings this week, and can I very quickly, I know she's not watching, but I just want to say happy birthday to Charlie.
For yesterday.
Yeah, she was 13 yesterday.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
Well done, baby. I wasn't feeling too great yesterday. I was supposed to go over there for dinner, but I didn't go in the end. But at some point I'll have her this week, although she's very excited. She's having a sleepover on Saturday at her mum's. I think it's one of the first ones she's had at her mum's, so she's going to be doing that. But the rest of it, I've got a couple of meetings this week, including a very exciting wedding consultation that I do, so I'm very looking forward to that. But apart from that, I'm just here and I'm going to be setting up for Blackpool. I'm just making sure everything's ready from my point of view, and I know everything's got to be done. So the Zooms will be open in the daytime and the nighttime as well, so different people in different time zones, you can come on and say hello. If you don't know where the Discord is, go to the Alakazam site and there's a link at the top. If you can't find it, drop me a message on social media or through my email. I will send you an invite and you can just sign up. It's free to join and it's open 24/7.
Brilliant. Also, just wanted to say, I was going to say something, I've forgotten what it is. Give me 2 seconds, let me try and remember it.
Was it about memory?
Oh my God, it was there and I thought to myself, it's really important. But now when I remember it, it won't be as important as I'm thinking it is right now. But you were saying stuff.
Was it about Blackpool?
I don't know.
Was it about Discord?
Don't know.
Oh, Pete.
Oh, mate. I don't know what it is. It was there, and you know when you think.
Do you want me to keep talking, and then it might
Keep talking for a bit. I will say as well before I go, it's Andy's birthday tomorrow. So if anyone wants to, he's not in tomorrow. He's going to enjoy it with his family. If anyone would like to give him a ring this afternoon and sing happy birthday to him down the phone in the office, I'm sure he would appreciate it. So that's Andy.
But don't do it immediately because you all know what I'm going to be doing as soon as it's in.
So it was. Oh, was it something to do with the new site? Let me think.
Well, you did mention about downloading, or you can watch it in your account for the.
No, it weren't that.
I have had a couple of people ask me, so I will quickly mention that the only thing that at the moment is definitely not going to be transferred over is your loyalty points.
Loyalty points, yes. Spend your loyalty points, everyone. Spend them.
It's a whole
now.
new system. It's a whole new system over on the new site,
yes.
And we can't transfer the points over. So,
but there's some really good things on this new system as well. For people that are loyal to Alakazam, and you know we're the place you buy your magic from, there is a very exciting goal to go for. All will be revealed.
There's so much for the new site that people are going to be, you know, it's amazing, and there's going to be so much stuff on there and content, and it is more than just a shop, isn't it? It's going to be, you know, there's going to be a lot of other things happening on the site that you're regularly going to make sure you get on there on a regular basis and check it out, so you're not missing out on stuff. And yeah, there's going to be some real, and I'm not talking about just special offers and stuff. I'm talking about content on there as well that they're going to want to be, you know, be they don't want to miss it, basically.
Yeah, and it's going to be evolving constantly. So when the site goes live, you will be seeing changes like on a monthly basis. Sometimes really small things. Sometimes you might not even notice them. But we're going to be adding a lot more features as time goes on. David Hand said, how long have we got to spend our loyalty points? Well, the new site isn't going live till the end of February, so you've got a month at least. And at the end of the day, if you don't get round to spending them, then I'm sure we can do something with them. But at the moment, we can't transfer them. So, you know, try and spend them if you can.
Yeah.
All right. Right, so that's about it, because I cannot remember what I was going to say. I think it was something to do with Discord. It might not have been. I can't remember. As soon as we stop this live, I'll remember it and I'll go, oh, that was really important.
Well, the main thing to remember is it's free, and you can click the link and that will take you through it. Or, like I say, message me and I'll send you an invite to it, and then you can get on there. It is 24/7.
I know what I was going to say.
There we go. There we go.
For anyone, it is important. For anyone that has a magic club, Wayne Goodman is currently doing an Alakazam and Ace Magic Lecture Dealer Dem tour of the UK. So if you would like to book Wayne for your magic club to come and give you an Ace Magic and Alakazam Magic Dealer Dem, get in touch with Wayne and he will book you in. It's going to be a fun night. Special offers. He'll be teaching a few tricks and showing you some of the best sellers from both Alakazam and Ace Magic Studio.
We filmed a very quick advert for it last week, didn't we?
Yes.
So
I haven't edited it yet, have I?
No, I wasn't trying to put any more pressure on you there, but as soon as that's ready, I will be sharing it all over social media. So if you're a part of a magic club, or you're president, or you're a secretary, or you're the person who makes the decisions, or if you're not that person, but you know that person, you can show it to them, or you can show it to your club group. And yeah, that will have all the details now on getting in touch with the shop or getting in touch with me. And then we can coordinate diaries and get it booked in for you and get all the details sent out. And then once that's done, we have another video that we'll be sharing with you that you can share with your club members to let them know what is going on. So yeah, very exciting, and very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll get those videos edited by the end of the week. So Wayne, as always, thank you so much for joining us on the live.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We will see you next Tuesday. And guys, thank you all very much for joining us and spending some of your Tuesday with us. Like I said, we are looking at maybe running one of these later on in the evening once a month or something, but me and Wayne will keep you updated with that. And we will see you next week. But don't forget, playlist is now out. We've just got the new Penguin stuff in. And also, what's the other thing they shouldn't forget? The Academy next week. Go grab your ticket.
Yeah, next week. Get the early bird ticket. Don't miss out.
Yep. And remember, it's Andy's birthday tomorrow, but he's not in. If you'd like to wish him a happy birthday, give him a call, sing happy birthday down the phone, and he will love it. Right, guys, we will see you later. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, guys.